Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Probation Officer's Perspective. Today I got some new news, just came out today. I actually used to live in Nevada. At one point in time I lived there. I think it was about 7 or 8 years I lived in Nevada. And I know exactly where this prison is today. Some inmates were killed. 3 inmates were killed today at the prison in Ely, Nevada, is Ely State Prison. So I want to give you guys news first. And I know it's been out, but some people out west, I'm sure you've seen it. But back here, maybe not. Back east. First off, hit that like and subscribe button. Please, if you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell for all, so you'll be notified of any new content that I put out. Like this is like news. It was breaking news earlier today, but they didn't have any details, so they have more details now than they did earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get into it. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, so the Nevada Department of Corrections have identified 2 of the. Okay, so 3 inmates were killed today in the Ely State Prison in Nevada, and I believe it was 9 of them were injured. No corrections officers were injured. Just the 9 people were injured. So it was 3 inmates that were murdered, and 9 injured. So let me get to the story here. The Nevada Department of Corrections have identified 2 of the 3 inmates who died Tuesday morning in an apparent gang-related fight at the Ely State Prison in Central Nevada. Now, when I heard and read the news earlier this morning about the 3 inmates were killed and 9 inmates were injured, that was anybody with any common sense, you already know it's probably going to be gang related. It's got to be something popped off in the prison with some gang members, or rival gangs. Something happened. So let's get on with that. Nevada Department of Corrections have identified 2 of the 3 inmates died Tuesday morning in an apparent gang-related fight in Ely State Prison in Central Nevada. The 2 deceased are Zachariah Lutz, 43, and Connor Brown, 22 years old. Officials said today in a news release. The identity of the 3rd victim that passed away has not yet been released, pending family notification. So they haven't got a hold of their family, so they can't release that. But as soon as they do, I'll update you on that. So the White Pine County Sheriff's Office was notified of a fight with multiple injuries at the prison just before 9:45 a.m. Tuesday and dispatched medical personnel to the facility, officials said. Additionally, 9 offenders I talk about inmates. Okay, so this kind of, I don't know, they go wherever they want to go, I guess, when you get this stuff. When you get this news, it just depends. So 3 inmates died, but 9 offenders were injured. So the Department of Corrections said some of the injured were life flighted to hospitals outside of the area. No correctional officers were injured during the fight, officials said. The 2 identified deceased were members of the Aryan Warriors, according to court records. Now, I've never heard of the Aryan Warriors, and again, I lived in Nevada, but I wasn't in prison in Nevada, so I had never heard of the Aryan Warriors. I'm guessing that's Nevada's version of the AB. I don't know. Um, but I can tell you this: Ely is in a very remote area, and you can see the prison right off I-80. So if you're up north, see, I lived up north off I-80, and which takes you to Reno, Tahoe, into California. If you're going that from east to west, and then if you're coming in west to east, you go through Tahoe, Reno, little town of Fernley, and a bunch of little towns. But Ely's out there in the middle of the desert, basically, but it's off the side of the highway. You can see it. All right, so let's get to the root here. They finally give us what happened, a little bit of what happened. The fight was caused by members of two separate gangs being put in the same area of the prison. Imagine that. Sounds like California, what California's trying to do. Except California has politics that, you know, they coexist, the different gangs, because they have respect. And if something needs to be taken care of or handled, then they handle it within their own, and so it doesn't get out of hand. Now, what happened here, no, I don't know. And I'm only telling you what I'm reading. So, like I just said, it was caused by by members of two separate gangs being put in the same area of the prison. The white supremacist Aryan Warriors and the Surenos, sources told The Sun. Now, the first guy that I talked to you about that is now deceased, Zachariah Lutz. It says Lutz was considered a high-ranking member of the Aryan Warriors, was 8 months into a 7 to 18-year racketeering sentence. Brown, who was the 22-year-old, was serving a 7 to 20-year sentence for robbery with a deadly weapon. An additional death was reported Tuesday, which is today or yesterday, at Florence McClure Women's Correctional Center in North Las Vegas, according to online records, bringing the total number of inmates who died in Nevada prisons to 22 in 2024. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. Even California, is, well, that new system they have in effect in California, which is not working for them. It's going sideways. There's starting to be more inmates and other people getting taken out. And the murders are 22 so far in Nevada. I don't know how many in California so far in 2024, but 22 in Nevada for 2024. That's a lot. And you don't hear about Nevada very much, especially their prisons. And like I said, I used to live in northern Nevada. So I was an hour east of Reno. So you really don't have anything between Reno and Vegas. There's a couple little towns, but it's all desert. And that's like I think it's a 6 hour drive, 6 to 7 hour drive from Reno to Vegas. And then from Reno on I-80, all out, it's all desert. And you got little towns here and there, but other than that, it's just all desert. That's why they used to use it, and I think they still do a lot of practicing for the military out there because of the desert and the open area. But yeah, Ely's out in the middle of nowhere. It's a town. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick, because I don't know what the population is, but I know that when I've driven it several times, and when I drove it, wait a minute, actually Ely's not the prison I was thinking of, because I was thinking Ely was the prison that O.J. Simpson was in. Ely's that one that's out, we had a road that went, I forget what they called it, from where I lived, and it went all the way to the border of Nevada. I forget what they called it because there's no gas stations or anything. So for you to make it from there on that road was pretty. No, let me see here. Let me pull up the map. So the population is like 3,924 plus the prison. So you got to figure that out. So I'm just trying to look to see. I wanted to make sure I wasn't giving you guys the wrong information here. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like. I'm going to try something else here real quick. Hey, I don't mean to hold you guys up. I wanted to give you this news because, like I said, I'm, living in Nevada, but just in general, I feel like it's something that needed to be. Because let's see what. Yeah, it's like 100 degrees out there during the summertime. That's what it looks like. Just trying to look this up again. I want to make sure that I'm right because I don't think I'm right on the prison. So yeah, it's not off of Highway 80. It's the one off of Highway 50, which Highway 50 is the one I was telling you about. Like if you ride the I went to so yeah, where I lived at, if you took that road, that's where it ends in Ely. But it's right below 80 West Wendover, but it's not the person I was thinking about. But anyways, that's really crazy to hear, you know what I mean? Because like you said, you don't really hear a lot about Nevada prisons. I mean, I knew some people that I had talked to when I lived in Nevada that had been to prison, but you don't really hear about a lot of that politicking. Like I said, I never heard of the Aryan warriors. Of course, the Surenos I know all about. Why they were beefing, I don't know. And when I find that information out, I will get it out to you guys. But that's the news for today for prison in Nevada. 3 inmates dead, 9 injured. Things are just getting worse. And just like in California, things are in the prison system because they want to change the prison and they want to throw everybody all together. And that's what it sounds like to me. Like they're trying to follow California. So California's trying to do that, no more, shoe, no more. Of course, it's not Pelican Bay, but what I'm saying is no SNY yards and things of that nature. Everybody just gets thrown in together. Sex offenders, PC dropouts, and then you got all your other ones, and so they've thrown them all in together, and it's not going good for them. And it sounds to me like that's exactly what happened here. They had 2 rival gangs, but normally, like in California, anyways, you got your California politics. It handles differently. But when you throw everybody together like that, maybe they were beefing and then they just threw them together. But that's all I know for today, guys. As soon as I get any more updates, I will update you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell for all. I feel like a repeat on that, but it's very important to keep the channel going. I don't care about the money or the subscribers or anything like that. I just want to help you guys keep getting the information I'm giving. I just put out a video about just a little bit ago about a police officer that a chomo, and he pled out for federal charges, pled guilty on some charges there. Go watch my video. You'll see that one too. All right, guys, everybody be safe and have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.